Hello everyone and welcome to the second week of a BBDL. So let's go to the matchup. So first of all, before the trades he had a Zamazenta instead of Sterower. I don't know why he traded it, and he made like one of the other teams the most scary team of all. And we will never forgive him for that. But now we forgive him for that. So he has a Zeraora, it's actually very good against my team, outspeeds my Shampoo and can hit very hard with a Blaze Kick or like a fighting close combat or even a special set, could be possible. I don't think Latios would come because I have like my top 2 mons are great counters for it. Zygarde, scary as hell with Terra type, probably Steel or Water, something like that. And yeah, it can just counter my Shampoo, can probably can lift some hits from my Diancie. Scala Dodge is probably my only solution for it, but I have to Terra it. And the most important member of my team here, the Zapdos, will be needing to wall the Scizor and wall the Zygarde. And Roserade is also pretty good against this team, especially to weaken the Primarina, to switch into the Primarina as a very special defensive mon. So on to the team builder. First of all, we have Zapdos with Rocket Helmet Static just to mainly destroy the Scizor. If Zapdos falls here, I'm very screwed against the Scizor. Zapdos is my only savior against the Scizor. Else I am totally screwed, but let's see. Then we have Bandit Shampoo with Crunch, Ice Shards, Icicle Thresh and Psychic Fang. I think this would be great. Even if they bring Latios, I have some Ice Shard business. Like Priority is very useful. Crunch will just 2-hit KO every mon except Primarina and Umbreon, but just Crunch. Crunch is a solution to everything. Then Mega Diancie with Mystical Fire, Heal Bell, Moonblast and Psychic. Psychic for the Weezing. I think the Weezing will come as a sort of semi-Shampoo check. So Psychic Mega Diancie looks a good option. Mystical Fire for the Scizor, just avoid the normal Scizor to try to kill it. Then the Sivali, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Parting Shot, Defog. It is Ice Beam for the obvious Zygardes. Hopefully they don't Terra with it and I can just Ice Beam. Flamethrower for the Scizor, because the Scizor is one big issue. Then the Parting Shots, I love this move. Can be countered by an item, but it isn't that common. And Defog just to make sure that there is no Stealth Rock or Toxic Spikes. Wait, just to make sure that it's no hazard. Then Scaldudge with Covered Cloak. Why Covered Cloak, you might ask? Well, actually forgot. Covered Cloak. Why did I Covered Cloak? I had a Salt Cure. To not get Salt Cured and get shipped. War against the Zygarde, very important. Some defensive EV, some special attack. So this is my only Zygarde, true Zygarde counter with Roar, because he will most likely be substitute. Like, you are certain that he will be substitute against the Shampoo. It's so obvious, I think. But maybe I'm dumb. Let's see. And Roserade with Toxic and 3 attacks. I should have brought a hazard like spikes on this Roserade so that Scizor cannot just sit on this Roserade and pull out some strong moves, but that's a big mistake I made in prep. That's the biggest mistake I made in prep for this fight. So let's go on to the fight. So we lead off with Mega Diancie, and yeah, I just have to psychic this because it's beating is a pretty good wall against the Shampoo. Got Toxic because neutralizing gas. And yeah, this is a great start for me, getting Toxic on Mega Diancie. I don't really mind because I have Heal Bell. Getting Scizor with Scizor. Smart switch from Ben. And yeah, the Cinderace is going to be annoying and Ben is going to use some very smart switching. Primarina. Catching the Will-O-Wisp. Maybe should have waited for the Toxic. That miss is very huge because it's probably Choice Specs. Parting Shots. And Rose Rage just comes in, predicting the Choice Specs. And yeah, it does not do anything. This gives me a very good turn to spike up, but I am dumb in prep and didn't have the spike. Scizor can just sit on me. I really don't like this. I hate that I didn't bring spike. Zapdos, very important. I should not just let it stay in. It is meant to preserve for against the Scizor. Sivali. Parting Shot again. To the Rose Raid because it actually walls the special Zeraora. So that's great. Cinderace comes in. Zapdos gets a lot of shipped. That's terrible. That one turn will make this game painful. Yeah, defensive Primarina with Choice Specs probably. Shampoo can only 3 hit KO it instead of 2 hit KO. So Rose Raid comes back in. So Rose Raid, I am beginning to love it. I did like nothing good with it this match, but it walled the Zeraora and walled the Primarina. So that was nice. Scale Dodge is my only option against Zygarde. Luckily I have Roar because I was predicting the substitute. Scizor, annoying. Sure, luckily I Shadow Ball, predicting the U-turn. Primarina will adjust Choice Specs again. Luckily the miss, I'm very happy with it. Sivali, Parting Shot again, just spamming momentum. Yep. Rose Raid, lovely. That does not do anything against the Rose Raid because I'm very especially defensive, some HP investment. Zapdos trying to get the paralysis, but I don't get it. I don't get the paralysis. It isn't like protective pass because Rocky Helmet happens. But yeah, my Zapdos falls, and that's like the worst case scenario. Scizor still on the board while Zapdos goes down. It's terrible. Primarina getting the Zeraora switch in with Scale Dodge. And Ben really predicting my switching. And yeah, also predicting that I stayed in just for the sneaky burn. Yeah, Ben is predicting me very hard. And I am just trying to win with Shampoo now. Shampoo is my only solution. And I have to go into Scale Dodge to try to deal with the Scizor, but the speed of Zeraora also really screws with me. I mean, my Rose Raid, the momentum sink. Scale Dodge helps me, but I get U-turned on my face again. Like, he has 2 fast mons left, priority user, and just a scary Zygarde. Shampoo tried to clean up, but with the Zeraora, it's going to be very hard. Shampoo with Crunch, important. I maybe should have Crunch twice again, because he will probably substitute. Yep, that's rough. Rose Raid still lives, breaking the substitute is very important. Yep, that's good. They're very Zygardes. But bit predictable, but what's the other choice? They're water. Rosate also dealt with that. Shampoo almost kills, but will certainly live it. Because Zygarde has a surprisingly lowish attack stat, like just 100. You would predict that the snake of lands would be very more physical attacker, but no, it's just very defensive. And Zeraora cleaning up with its speed, sadly. That was it. Like, ban my opponents. Just amazing in predicting my switches. He did great. I think there was a lot of chance the game would have gone differently if I played better, if I have prepped better. I should not have sacked the Zapdos off. That's sad. And just Rose Rate with no spikes against his team was one of my biggest mistakes. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching, I hope you have enjoyed this video. And I thank you for watching. Goodbye.